Today, it's more important than ever to have a plan for the future, and one that is flexible. The business environment is more dynamic than ever, with technology helping lead the revolution on how companies operate and provide outstanding service to their customers. Even with many jobs lost overseas, new opportunities exist for established companies as well as entrepreneurs willing to take calculated risks. Companies like Redbox have responded to these opportunities by developing successful business models that understand customer needs and respond to them.
Redbox got started as trying to solve a problem. How come I can't get movies where I shop every day? And how come movies are so expensive?
McDonald's had a real problem. Their breakfast business was good, their lunch business was really good, but their dinner business was a little bit slow. And it turns out that people rent movies between 4 o'clock in the afternoon and 9 o'clock at night. And so they thought, if we put a movie rental kiosk in our McDonald's restaurants, it may help our slowest time of business.
Redbox offers customers low-price rentals of DVDs, Blu-ray, and video games through their network of more than 27,800 standalone kiosks. These kiosks are usually located where customers shop, such as their local grocery store or neighborhood pharmacy, or other places they value and frequent. To make it even more convenient for customers, Redbox also allows customers to reserve items online. If your nearby kiosk does not have an item of interest in stock, you can search their database for the closest kiosk that does.
How do you convince retail partners to put this kiosk in your store?
And so we found a partner, and that partner was Coinstar. They already had their Coinstar machines inside many of the grocery stores, many of the mass merchants.
Their understanding of the marketplace and their relationships with key retailers helped us take that next step.
This year we will do over $1.5 billion in revenue, just Redbox alone.
The success of Redbox didn't just occur without a plan. They understood a need within the market and created a strategy that was responsive to that need.
There is an element of luck and timing to all businesses, but in this particular case, a great deal of it has been an execution.
The way we built this model was to start with, can you make a single kiosk profitable? Then can you make a region of kiosks profitable, and then the country full of kiosks profitable? We never took the next step until we could prove the previous one.
Redbox provides goods and services to consumers at an affordable price and in a convenient manner. A good is a tangible product, in this case, DVDs, Blu-rays, and video games. A service is Redbox making them available at convenient locations or allowing their customers to reserve a film so it's there when they come to get it.
The risks for starting Redbox were significant. The first couple of years, we had some red ink. It took us a while before we turned profitable.
The biggest challenge was convincing McDonald's that renting movies was a positive for their business.
Capital was always a struggle for us. We have a capital-intensive business that required lots of people and high inventory costs, and we were only charging $1. Not one venture capitalist wanted to give us money. And so we turned to a strategic partner. That's when we turned to Coinstar.
Any business has interested stakeholders. These are people that have a vested interest in the organization's success or failure. Stakeholders can be employees, stockholders, customers, bankers, suppliers, dealers, government officials, surrounding community, environmentalists, and the media.
Really, our customers are the primary stakeholders. We owe it to them to deliver a great product at an affordable price.
And then on the distribution side, we're honored guests in over 400 different retail partnerships. Our relationships with these retail partners are a key and instrumental reason for our success.
Keeping all stakeholders happy at the same time is a challenge because not everyone's agenda is the same. What's important to stockholders, the amount of profits, might cause an employer to outsource a function to another company at a lower cost. Although that may be good for stockholders, it could have a negative effect on employees if they were to lose their job to the outsourced company.
The beautiful thing about rental is you have to return it. And so restaurants, McDonald's really cares about a statistic of same-store traffic. And people who rent Redbox come back the next day or the day after to to return the movie, and oftentimes they'll go back into the retail location and they'll purchase additional food or products.
Every business has environmental factors that affect every aspect of the company's operations. This business environment is composed of 5 separate elements. The economic and legal environment involves how government policies and regulations can be beneficial or detrimental to the business owners. By limiting its interference with the free exchange of goods and services, governments can be beneficial to businesses. Similarly, by creating laws favoring the enforcement of business contracts, governments can help create a business-friendly environment.
There are challenges that we have in terms of complying with regulations like the Americans with Disability Act. There are laws. For example, we have to give notification to minors about R-rated movies, and we have to make sure that we give appropriate warnings to parents, and we have the appropriate safeguards so that minors do not rent from us inappropriate games or movies.
The technological environment, mainly information technology, has dramatically changed the nature of business. The use of cell phones, computers, and the most influential, the Internet, have forever altered how businesses are run. Technology has made the workplace far more efficient than ever before, and e-commerce, or the buying and selling of goods and services over the Internet, has enabled businesses to sell goods and services to each other more efficiently.
You can either use your phone or the web to go find a kiosk, get directions to the kiosk, see the inventory real time on the kiosk, and actually reserve a movie.
It looks simple, but in fact, the inside that kiosk, number one, there's over 800 components that allow the movie to be identified and dispensed to a customer in less than a minute.
Today's consumers regularly expect quality, low prices, and outstanding customer service in order for a company to get and retain their business. This is known as the competitive environment, and the interactive nature of the Internet and the use of technology have created customer-driven businesses, as opposed to traditional management-driven philosophies.
So our competitors has changed over time because it is a dynamic marketplace. Now where we are America's #1 choice for movie rentals, we are in physical media the dominant player in renting movies.
Now you can get movies on the Internet, you can get movies streamed through devices. There's now smart televisions that are connected directly to the Internet.
And so we have to evolve as the market evolves as well.
The social environment impacts business by understanding the types of products and services consumers purchase, where they live, and how they like to spend their time. Demographics play a large role in the social environment. New opportunities are created by population shifts, such as that of the aging baby boomer generation.
The market that we serve is huge. Over 90% of American households watch movies on a regular basis.
Our demographics reflect and mirror the demographics of our retail partners. So when we're in a grocery store, it tends to skew a little bit older, a little bit more female. When we're in a 7-Eleven or a convenience store, it skews a little bit younger, a little bit more male.
Understanding diversity and its impact on the business world is also part of the social environment. Not only from the perspective of identifying different types of products and services to offer different groups of people, but also in dealing sensitively to an increasingly diverse workforce that is composed of many cultures from around the world.
A diverse workforce is really important to us on a lot of different levels. First, better understanding our customers. Our customer base is America, is widely diverse. And the best way to help understand our customers is to make sure that our workforce is equally as diverse and representative of our customer base.
A global environment is a huge part of a dynamic business model due to the growth of global competition and the increase of free trade around the world. The Internet plays a major role in this environment, making it easier to purchase items from other countries.
There's no better place to start a new business than here in the United States. For new businesses, especially entrepreneurial businesses, to succeed, they need to do a lot of investment in technology and hardware. Anytime the government can make it easier for us to make those investments, that helps new businesses like ours.
U.S. industry has evolved over the years, shifting from agricultural and manufacturing giants to the fast growth of the services sector. High-paying jobs in the service arena can be found in healthcare, finance, law, software development, and entertainment, as well as several other areas. More industry shifts certainly will continue in the future. And by being flexible and willing to adapt to change, the future offers opportunities. The question is, will you participate as someone who works for others or as an entrepreneur?
Never give up. You know, it sounds cliche, but over and over again, I've seen great people fail because they've given up, and people who may not be as endowed with funding or support succeed because they don't give up. They just keep trying.